This video is not meant for children and is brought to you by support from Patreon. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Stellaris Empires. And before we get into things today, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in, and if you would please hit that thumbs up button, maybe share this video around, and of course subscribe. It's just a little click, and I greatly appreciate it if you would. Alright, so for today's empire, we are making Treasure Hunters. Now, this is a fun one. It's one of the ones that came out with the newest DLC, Grand Archive, and of course I had to put curators on this. But the story on this is a little more than you'd expect, so let's go into what I did to make this extremely fun. Alright, so first things first, I went with the avians, because I hadn't had enough of those yet. And I went with these parrots in a spacesuit, because I find it hilarious. And when I first built these, I had those explorer types that were behind in the tech curve. As much as I would love to have kept that, unfortunately it just didn't cut it for what we needed. Alright, so we are NASA, or the Nasari, or the Nasan. Ha ha ha. Ah yes. I'm witty, can't you tell? Again, this was originally because they had eager explorers, but Now earlier I had a different set of avian names, but I ended up going with Avian 4 because I like the fleet names of Void Wings. It just felt right, and the ship names like Gloomy Oak, Brood Mother will make more sense when we get further down into the build. Speaking of which, here are our traits. I went with Talented to make our leaders better, Quick Learners to make our leaders better, and Enduring to make our leaders better. I think you can tell what we're going to be leaning on in this one. That's right, our leaders. Sedentary is fine enough. They're going to explore treasure, not necessarily rest of open space. So the pop growth from immigration being lower, that's fine. Or settlement cost being up 25%, that kind of sucks, but it'll work. And our governing ethics attraction is also fine. I'll explain why in a minute, but mostly it really doesn't matter. We're not doing a lot of political stuff. In this particular case, I went with a frozen world because I really like how that looks outside that window. Plus, it gives them one more reason to go out into space. I went with the name Nalaria because it's kind of like NASA, and Nalanar because it's just a good word. Starting solar system being random is perfectly fine for me. City appearance, I went with Avian. And it really does blend well with this frozen landscape, especially this land bridge and these big icy spires. And one more reason for them to have, climate control helmets. Alright, now we're into our origin. Treasure Hunters. Instilled with a thirst for adventure, this civilization is ready to set forth on their greatest and most challenging expedition. Armed with only a mysterious map, they now race across the stars to secure a legendary pirate treasure. Alright, we start with an inactive celestial chart. Every recruited leader has a bonus adventurous spirit trait. Buccaneer, Trailblazer, or Treasure Hoarder. All of these are great. Energy credits per size of enemy ship destroyed. Trailblazers have greater sensor range, hip hyperlane distance detection range +1, and 10% sublight speed, which is so good. And on completing a survey, chances to increase resource deposit size +10%. All very good ruler traits. All the more reason we wanted to lean into our rulers. Alright, our governing and ethics, we are fanatic militarists because we have to fight pirates. And they will fight back. Hard. And we're materialist because we want to get that research speed up just a little bit. And having robot workers is real nice. I went with Oligarchic because of the Counselor experience gain 5%, because more rulers, more better. And since it came with the DLC and I really enjoyed, Galactic Curators. Guaranteed research option of the Galactic Archive. We can initial specimens is one common of each collection category. We gain unity every time we find a specimen or complete an archaeological site, which is really nice. Purchases from the Curator Enclave is down 25%, also quite nice. Enables decentralized research edict, increasing research station output and decreasing researchers' output, and the Grand Archive construction cost is down 25%. Plus, we unfortunately get less unity from jobs. Our anomaly discovery chance is up 10%, and our specimens output is up 10%. And if we do a Supreme Curator, unity from culture workers is up 0.5%, helping offset that unity downset modifier. And then we also went with Heroic Past. The legendary heroes of the past inspire each new generation to achieve the extraordinary. As role models, the government officials embody these ideals. Our capacity for each kind of leader is up by 1. And if we went with the council position of Grand Storyteller, our governing and ethics attraction is up 2%, and our leader experience gain is up 2%. Both are good. I kind of like Heroic Past more for when we're being more active. Based on our government, we are the militarist.
It is a good day to die.
Yep, it is. And part name, we're the Nasari Explorers League because we are in fact treasure hunters. We're just kind of military ones. So we gave ourselves a bit of a spin job. As far as our flag goes, I went with primary color brown, secondary color white, to better match this room. That's also room 12, by the way. Nice big window. And I went with this symbol because it looks like a military symbol. And also a going up rocket past the horizon. So, you know, NASA, but also maybe Starfleet, but definitely military, because pointing up arrow. Our ship appearance is avian, and these are these beautiful, sleek, I'd almost say aquatic looking, but yeah, these are just gorgeous things. Look at that. Look, they're one of the best ship tile sets in my opinion. Alright, our ruler is Vivica Shaw, because I hit the random button. They are the chairman or chairwoman. And as far as color variants go, I really didn't need to change anything. This macaw-looking face looks perfectly fine. However, if you want to go with a different color, feel free. But 6, I would say, would be the next best thing, but I really enjoy 1 best. And for our ruler trait, we went with Treasure Hoarder. On completing surveys, chance to increase resource deposit size up 10%. We definitely want more resources. Yes, please. It's how everything works. So having a chance to have it be, a 10% chance to have it be increased, yes, please, give me. So, we are an executive committee, oligarchy, and we are the NASA. So, let me start a game, and we will go and I will go show you how I like to do things. Our civilization is defined by its thirst for adventure. Discovering long-lost treasures, exploring ancient ruins, and unearthing artifacts from times beyond our own. Such events comprise our most celebrated stories, have inspired our society for generations. So was it coincidence or fate when our first foray into space produced a call to adventure? A mysterious capsule of unknown provenance was discovered orbiting our planet. Within was an encrypted chart to the stars. After years of hard work, we now have the technology to decipher this map and chart its course to the unexplored. As we cast off towards the galactic frontier, we are united in our determination to embark on the grandest and most daunting expedition we have ever faced. How awesome is that? Seriously. Alright, so let me get things started and I'll be right back with you. Ancient Capsule. We have made a breakthrough regarding the ancient capsule found orbiting Nalara. Thanks to the tireless efforts of our scientists, we now are in a position to decrypt the final layer of digital security and decipher the chart that has intrigued us for so long. Alright, so now we're going to traditions. Now you would think for treasure hunters I would be all about discovery, but nope. Today we are going into aptitude first. We really want to get our leaders super duper ultra good, and so additional leader options.
Council agenda available.
And all those other things can be extremely handy. What did we just pick up? Leadership conditioning. Experience gains up 10%. Yes, please. Okay, well, with aptitude now being finished, I can get into my ascension perks. Now here's where I'm going to go into a little bit of a technological ascendancy, because more technology is good and we really want to keep outpacing those pirates that we're going to be encountering. So a little bit more research speed will help, and the rare technologies do as well. Plus, with having extra good leaders, it means extra good science leaders. Also, now that we're back at it, the archivism is an excellent second choice because these guys do lean into that, and there's some really, really good stuff. Frontier Archaeology is probably one of my favorite perks. Definitely one in this tree, I mean like in the game. Alright, played a little bit longer than normal because I want to get to the second Ascension perk. Now that we got the research going, you could go into Enigmatic Engineering, but I definitely would recommend more of the more combat ones. Lords of War, really good, because it also has that diplomacy thing. Imperial Prerogative, because your empire size going down, good, and official capacity going up, good. The rest, up to you. Really depends on you. I'm gonna go with the Imperial Prerogative for right now. And without going too much into spoilers and things, keep your eye on the situation log, because that is where you're going to get the story for this origin. Otherwise, have yourself a grand old military time. So here's where I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, you know what to do, and that's to like, comment, share these videos around, watch 3 or 4 more to show the algorithm that you like me, and of course click subscribe. It's a little click for you, but a really big deal for me, and I greatly appreciate everyone who does. And speaking of people I appreciate, here's a list of people who went down below, checked out my Patreon, and thought it was for them. And I'd like to give a special shout out to all my patrons who help make these videos possible. Aaron Smith, Brian Pelfrey, Chris Armstrong, Dennis Detman, Harry Thompson, and Mark Milius. Thank you all so much for your contributions. I wouldn't have this channel without you. Thank you very much.